Hello friends, Joe here again, to look at some new characters, because it is now the special end of year like fest where we get a bunch of new cool shit. Already used my roulette pools and didn't get anything, but I've not looked at the units. We knew what we were getting, but I haven't actually looked at their kits yet, so let's take a look. We knew we were getting Tyra, Uriel, what's her name? Payila? Okay, and then 007, but as usual, let's take a quick look at these weapons. So, was it a dagger? Multi-attack round Ogi, small attack, supplement crit, and bonus water damage effect to third hit of water. That's the same as the fire astral axe skill, I believe. That might be useful? Maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not up on the tippy top of primal water or normal water anyway. So maybe that's it. Maybe that's good. Don't know. Uriel, I'm going to assume this is finally Earth getting their pain and suffering clone, because they already have their resonator weapon and I can't see them giving the Kaguya-fan equivalent so quickly after Fire just got theirs, so I'm assuming this is going to be... yeah, it's pain and suffering. Okay, what's the voltage? Melee, okay, that's not too bad. Seraphic is melee, if you've not gotten your ULB Ultima yet, which I don't. What other melee weapons does Earth use? Proving Ground's weapon is melee. Can't remember what else, but I think they have decent options for melee stuff. I know there's like a semi-meme-ish like grid for like Fiorito that was a bunch of melee weapons, so maybe that'll be good. And then Tyra's axe. Big Tyranny, and then Excelsior, but no FLB, so that's probably not going to be used. Alright, okay, let's just let's look at Tyra first, since she's the permanent unit. She's in Dark, so she's going to have to be really good to see much use. Her Ogi massive dark damage to a full 1 turn cut to Tyra's skill cooldowns. When Rage of Tyranno is in effect, bonus plane damage, okay. Tyranno Roar, skill 1, 700% dark damage to all foes. Remove 1 buff, hit defense stackable. Okay, cool. Skill 2, 8 hits, dark damage to random foes. Agonize Gaming, 2 random buffs to caster. Okay. Supplemental damage. Crit, echoes, and dodge and counter. Okay, so obviously this are probably going to be the ones you want, but not too bad. Caster deals triple attacks, 2-hit flurry effect, cool, so that's split autos. Damage skills activate twice, oh, okay. Oh, that means getting these will probably be easier then. Buffs can be removed, ends upon taking damage 3 times. Alright, cool. So, just permanent until you take damage 3 times. If you use her with Ferial, like she has a chunky shield, so that can help with that. When a foe uses a special attack, activate Tyranno, which is skill 1. Okay, and then boost the Tyra's attack and CA damage based on number of main allies. I'm going to assume that hopefully Wiki is downs at the moment, so it seems to be. So probably not gonna have numbers, but she seems possibly like a pretty decent enough attacker. Like, I don't think she's going to be like an auto slot. I think she's going to be a character that you use just for fun, really. But possibly a decent OTK character if you're using Ogi for that, because she'll auto nuke when the boss Ogis, if you don't quite kill it. Like if your OTK gets it down below 50%, then it's always going to do a special attack. So this will activate this. So if you need some extra damage, managed to get wiki page loaded. It's all fucked up, but I do have numbers for this, so... It's 10% 10% perpetuity attack and 20% CA damage per ally, so 30% and 60%. So it's not bad. That's a decent attack buff. Plus she's gonna have triples with split autos and possible echoes as well. Like I don't think, like I said, I don't think she's gonna be like an auto slot in like a dark burst team, but like she definitely seems usable. She seems pretty good for a permanent character, and like especially if you're, I want to say if you're like a newer player or your grid isn't that strong, like just this alone means that she's probably gonna do decent damage, and she gives herself some nice buffs. So yeah, not too bad. Like I said, maybe if you're a more invested player, she's probably only going to be a character that you maybe just use just for fun, but otherwise, not too bad. Alright, Uriel. Already know what one of his passives is going to be, but charge attack, massive earth damage to foe, boost to all allies' earth attack. Uriel gains 3 Orichalcos? I'm assuming that's how that's pronounced. 2-turn cut to Uriel Pile Driver's cooldown. Skill 1, 2-hit earth damage to a foe, amplify damage taken 6 hits. That's what used to be called wide open. Trying to get numbers up preemptively on the wiki. Skill 2, 3-hit earth damage to all foes, 30% boost to earth allies charge bars, terror ward effect, ends upon taking damage 3 times, so similar to the other Primarch skills. So yeah, echoes, cap water damage taken 10 times per hit, attack and skill specs are boosted. That is 30%, 20% echoes, which I believe it's a unique one that stacks with pretty much everything. 30% attack up, I don't remember what modifier, it doesn't seem to say. 40% skill damage, 20% skill damage cap, and then cap water thing, so pretty nice buffs. Skill 3, which has a long cooldown, but this is the one that is cut on Ogi, 1200% earth damage to all foes, remove 3 buffs, caster deals triple strike and double strike effects. Okay. Might be a good Guild War Nightmare 50% trigger skill, just to get rid of a bunch of buffs. Cooldown maybe? I mean, yeah, it is only 1 turn, so don't know if the cooldown is born as being quite that high, but otherwise it's fine. Support skill 1. When an earth ally casts a damage skill, Uriel gains 1 Orichalcos, max 9, consume 3 Orichalcos to activate upheaval upon normal attacks. Okay, so that's that's that one. That's pretty good, because what was, I think the cap on this was pretty big. Excuse me. Yeah, this has like a 1 million cap per hit, so that's, in practical terms, that's probably going to be doing probably 6 to 8 million. And if you can reasonably consistently do it after normal attacks, that's going to be pretty good. Although saying that, consumes 3 of these to get... He gives himself 3 on Ogi, and then he gets 1 every time an ally casts a damage skill, so... Depending on your setup, you can probably get this up reasonably often. Not super consistently, maybe not. But otherwise... Yeah, and then obviously support skill 2 is just 20% boost to your grid, Magna and Primal. Otherwise, honestly not a whole lot to him. He's just a bunch of damage, really. Earth's been kind of in a shitty spot, and I don't know enough about Earth to say whether this is gonna lift the element up by much. I mean, obviously you'll backline him 100% of the time just because of this, presumably, but and his weapon is Pain and Suffering, which Earth is now the last element to get that. All the elements now have that, so So that'll help a lot. But yeah, he seems good. He seems just damage. Just, hey, do you want some damage? Here's some damage. Like, he doesn't seem super nice. Like, this is good, but it's only 6 hits. Like I said, even with the 2-turn cut on Ogi, the cooldown on this is pretty high for only one. Maybe in practice it works out to being pretty good, pretty decent uptime. But he seems fine. He seems good. He doesn't scream like 10 out of 10, like must-have unit. But he seems pretty strong. Just in terms of damage, he just doesn't seem to author a whole lot. I mean, he does have like this for sustain, I guess. But he's mostly just either about that damage, or you stick him in the back line because of this. But otherwise, yeah. Okay. So finally, new Zodiac character, Payila. I'm assuming is how that's meant to be pronounced. She's water, so I was kind of hoping she was fire, personally, but probably a bit much to ask considering we just got Zeta. But anyway, her skills, her kit. Ogi is unworldly, water damage to a foe, 2-turn cut to Payila's skill cooldowns, attack twice next turn. Cool, and then CA sealed effect. Excuse me. Skill 1, consume Trove's Luster to deal 10 hit water damage to all foes, raise Thunderstruck level by 1, increase number of times caster does an attack this turn. Boost the number of attacks based on number of Trove's Luster consumed, max quadruple strike. Can't be used at 0 luster, okay. I like where this is going. Skill 2, Cloud Walk effect to water allies. Normal attack damage is amplified. Normal attack and CA damage dealt is partially, so drain. Damage taken is lowered by a fixed amount. Defense, I would assume? Or maybe that's just a percentage lowered. Effects that remove buffs will be nullified, so dispel cancel. For 4 turns on a 13-turn cooldown. She has very long cooldowns. I'm going to assume that she has a way to reduce those. And skill 3, caster dodges all attacks from foes. Substitute effect receives all ally attacks. Double strike effect to other water. Okay. Cool. So that's basically like Nehan's skill 3, but with just an all ally sub in there as well. Okay. Our first passive, no charge bar gain upon normal attacks, low max HP, boost to attack, sharp boost to defense, amplify normal attack damage, deal triple attacks. From the second attack of a double strike or higher effect, sharp boost to... Okay. That's a pretty cracked... So does this mean if she has double, triple or quadruple strike, for those second, third and or fourth attacks she has assassin? That's what sharp boost is usually an assassin. She has... Okay, I'm gonna need to see some numbers here. What is this? Queen of Dragons. So yeah, no charge bar gain. 50% perpetuity attack buff. 150% defense. Jesus. This is a 30% seraphic modifier on normal attacks. And then a 100% multiplier assassin on her, the second double strike. That's an absolutely loaded passive. Jesus Christ. And then skill, support skill 2. When a water ally uses a double strike or higher effect, Payila gains 1 Trove's Luster. Okay. So I'm assuming that counts herself as well. But, so she seems really strong. So she gives the entire rest of her team double strike, so that means she can get 3 of them from there. What's the max? I'm assuming it's max 5. Okay. How many do you need to consume to get each of them? I don't know. The formatting on the wiki is all fucked up, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so Using her skill 3 will give her 3 of them. She gives herself double strike on Ogi. Although this other allies double striking also will. Well, I say other allies. I'm assuming this does count herself as well. Gives her 20% charge bar. Water also has, I think, Christmas Katara has double strike. Vajra has double strike. She has like 4 turns of double strike if you use her skill 3 at 100% charge bar. Grand Lancelot has, which I'm assuming that counts. He has permanent double strike. You can only double attack, but it's still double strike. I'm assuming that it's not an actual like double strike like buff that he has. He just has it baked into his kit. I'm assuming that works. I hope that works. That would be really nice if it does. Yeah, she seems she seems cracked. Was there anything for her to reduce her cooldowns? I don't think there. Oh yeah, 2-turn crap. How long is the CA sealed? 2.5 turns, so 2 turns starting from the turn after she uses her Ogi. That's not terrible. Like, it's reasonable because she only gains charge bar from your other allies Ogiing and doing double strikes. It's reasonable that, like, you're probably not going to be able to getting her to Ogi to max charge bar often enough for this to really matter too much, I don't think, if it's only 2.5 turns. But yeah, she seems really strong, so yeah. I mean, I already said I was going to pull. The past few years, I've always made sure to pull the Zodiac on their debut banner, but she seems really strong. And seems like she works well with quite a few characters. Ones I don't have, unfortunately. I don't have Holiday Katara. I do have Vajra though, and I do have Grand Lancelot, so they might not even be like super necessary. Because like I said, she can give the entire rest of your team double strike. Is there an MC class that gives MC double strike? Probably. Kengo has triple strike. I know there's my mind is blanking. There's probably something else as well, but yeah, she seems super strong. It's only real concern is just her cooldowns. They do get down on Ogi, but this seems. I didn't see what the numbers for this were. If I can find it. Cloudwalk. So 10% amplified on normal attacks, a 2000 drain, 2000 damage mitigation, and then dispel cancel. That's pretty good. She seems really good. Alright, Future Joe here. I just realised while I was editing this, I completely forgot to look at the 000 summon. So we're going to do that right now. We'll see it, but I'm going to open it up on the wiki since we're not going to actually see all the stuff that it has. Like at FLB and whatnot. So hopefully wiki loads properly. But anyway. Taking a quick look. So the call, fire, water, earth, wind and light damage, 1500% total to all foes, ignores foes' elemental resistance, deals superior elemental damage regardless of foe element, can only call when MC has 12 Wings of Promise, Wings of Promise becomes Wings of Apocalypse, call an aura switch, can't be included in other players' combo calls. Okay. Main is 100% boost to all elemental attack, 12 Wings of Promise to MC at battle start, boost to MC's attack and defense based on number of Wings of Promise. Sub-aura, 2 Wings of Promise to MC upon using a skill or charge attack, max 12, boost to MC's attack and defense based on number of Wings of Promise. Okay. So, in the call, so you call it once and it switches to this, which is 1500% dark attack damage to all foes. Ignores foes' element resistance, deals superior element damage regardless of foes' element, can only call when. Okay, so basically this time it just switches over. And then these are basically the same. I'm guessing there's going to be more stuff at FLB. So main aura at FLB becomes 120% elemental attack. The attack is regardless. The attack is perpetuity attack. By the way, so FLB you get amplify all allies damage dealt by 10% at 12 wings. So that's basically just 10% extra seraphic. FLB sub aura. Sub aura is the same. It adds the amplify when you get 12 wings. The call at FLB, the Einsof Or, is 300%. I don't know if that's different. 0-star one doesn't give a multiplier or damage cap, but at FLB it's 300% fire, water, earth, wind, and 800% light to all foes, 2000% total, damage cap of 445k per hit, which is, that's a lot for 6 hits. MC gains instant charge and see hero activation 1 time. And yeah, that's that. And then at FLB, the Paradise Lost call is main aura is again the same, amplifies all damage. And then the call at FLB is 2000% dark damage with a damage cap of 2.4 million. Remove all buffs from all foes and cancel all cancelable omens, first call only. And yeah, then the rest is just the same. So alright, so if you use it as main aura, you're gonna get, so compared to Bubs is, I think Bubs is 120? Don't remember actually, let me check. Bubs is only 100%, okay, so yeah, so you get 120% and also 10% extra seraphic. So I guess the question is, like, do you use that over Bubs main summon in like bursty stuff? Like, because obviously Bubs, you get the massive, I think it's what, 100k supplemental when you debuff when you call him as your main. The question is whether one turn of that, I mean, one turn burst, I'm going to assume Bubs is probably going to be stronger, but maybe over longer, the 10% extra seraphic works out to be more damage. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure some theory crafters will figure that out, but the MC getting instant charge and zero activation is nice, I guess, but I mean, if you still need to hit buttons for OTK, I guess that's really helpful if you're at that stage still. The remove all buffs from all foes is probably super useful for nightmare fights in Guild War. And then cancel all cancelable omens is probably a nice like get out of jail through free card in like some of the higher tier fights like Super Ultimate Baja and like Hexachromatic Hierarch, and presumably the upcoming new Super Vasan raid will probably be useful there. Otherwise, like, it seems really strong, obviously. I don't think it's quite the same level as... I don't think it's going to matter as much if you don't have it compared to like Bubs. Like Belial obviously is still nice to have. Like 30k supplemental is 30k supplemental, but I think it's not the biggest deal if you don't have him. But I think like Beelzebub is still the like main, like you just don't have rights, no human rights if you don't have that summon. Yatima as well is obviously really strong in like more kind of manual sort of setups. It requires a bit more finagling, but she's obviously really good. But yeah, I think Bubs is probably still the strongest of that lot. But maybe I'm wrong. Like, 000 summons seems really good. But it's probably not the end of the world if you don't have it, is my gut feeling. I mean, I hope I get it. Like, I hope I sack it from roulette pools, and the eventual spark I wouldn't do, but probably not the end of the world if you don't have it. Like I said, that's my my initial kind of impression. Like Bubs obviously is just completely busted. This seems good, useful, but not like crazy busted like Bubs is. Potentially, like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that that extra 10% Seraphic when you use it as a main summon will maybe that works out to be more damage over, like, say 4 turn bursts for like a Reshkagal or something, compared to just calling Bub's main summon. Maybe not. Who knows? I'm not a theory crafter, so we'll see. But yeah, so I'll cut this into the middle of the video I originally did. I want to pool, but I obviously need to wait the next couple of days for roulette. But you will see a pooling video from me, no doubt. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time. Whether this is before or after the video of me pooling, whatever, but whenever I see you next, I will see you. Good luck if you're pooling as well. Hope roulette gacha pin is good to you. Good luck on your pools, etc, etc. Have fun. See you later. Peace. Bye.